Hi, my name is Bailey Smith, and this is my informative speech. And this is my audience. My dad, Kurt, my brother, Camden, and my cousin, Anna. Having a pet while growing up is one of the most incredible things. Once you bring the little thing home, they instantly become a part of your family. One of the best parts a person can have about having a dog is that if you're upset or in a bad mood, or even if you're in a great mood, your dog will be by your side to let you know that you're not going through anything alone. This is why they are called a man's best friend. Growing up, my family always had at least one dog in our house. So it's become a part of my life to always have my dog sleeping at the end of my bed or just making me feel protected. Just recently, we've actually added a new one to our family, but she's not the same dog we've originally had growing up. The only dog we've ever had was a chocolate lab, but that was until we found out about something called a silver lab. As many of you know, the main colors of Labrador Retrievers are chocolate, yellow, or black. But in the past few years, there have been some other coats added to the Labrador family. According to the Labrador Training Headquarters, to determine the color of a lab's coat, this is controlled by two genes containing the pairs of the B and E alleles in the recessive B and E genes. This makes a gene pair. There are 4 letters in a notation. This is the big B, the little b, the big E, and the little e, as most of us learned back in biology or anatomy and physiology. To have a yellow lab, you need 2 little e's, and this will make you have a yellow lab no matter what. In order to breed a black lab, there needs to be 1 big E and 1 big B. This will create the black labs. And as for a chocolate lab, there needs to be at least 1 big E and 2 little B's in the pairing. These types of dogs are actually more common in the UK than they are in the US, but they've become more popular within the last 15 years, according to Sharon from the Woodhaven Labs. In order to breed and get the silver lab, they require a less common gene that is called a dilute gene. This is what causes the more dilute color in the lab's coat. The big D gene is always present in Labrador Retrievers and is usually paired with another big D gene. But the recessive D allele, or the little d, is what causes the dilute color if 2 of them are present at the same time. This produces a little d gene. There are 3 different outcomes of this pairing, as said in examples from the Labrador Training Headquarters. The 2 big D's equals a solid color. This means there is no dilution present in the dogs at all. A big D and a little d produces solid color or some dilution. 1 of each allele is present, and 2 big D and little d labs mate. They could have little d paired puppies, or they could produce dilute lab puppies easier. The little d's are the diluted colors. This will make only dilute puppies if paired with another little d. No dilute puppies will be bred if paired with a big D allele, and only some will be bred with the big D and little d. Now, when I say silver labs, I don't mean like a shiny jewelry silver. I mean more of like a dull gray color. So picture a black lab, but it is more gray, or even a chocolate lab that is more gray. And I personally think that their coat is actually very beautiful and has a softer feeling, unlike many other labs. Besides the coat of being silver, their eyes are actually a pretty cool color too. instead of being like a brownish orange color like chocolate labs have, they actually have more of a grayish blue color of eyes. Now, there are many suspicions with silver labs. Most people believe that these labs are being bred with Weimaraners due to their similarity in coat color. Weimaraners have the same gray color that the silver labs do, and this would destroy the concept of being a purebred lab. So the Labrador breeders are actually getting quite upset about this assumption. According to the American Kennel Club, they do recognize the silver labs, but they are required to register them under the chocolate lab. This is because most silver labs are a dilution of chocolate. A diluted black lab is known as a charcoal Labrador. A diluted chocolate is known as a silver Labrador, and a diluted yellow is known as a champagne Labrador. Most people accuse breeders of these rare labs to be only in it for the money. They think that these breeders have secretly bred a lab with a Weimaraner just to call them a silver lab and end up being offered more money. These labs have been tested and no sign of Weimaraner is shown in their genes, according to Sharon from the Woodhaven Labs. According to different websites, a regular Labrador Retriever, chocolate, black, or yellow, ranges from $300 to $500, but the rare color of labs can range from $550 up to $1,300. There are many controversies over whether silver labs are purebreds or not, but after doing the research, I am convinced that the silver labs are in fact purebreds. If they weren't, then the AKC would not allow them to be documented as purebred animals. Labs are the friendliest dogs I have ever encountered, and I am so happy to have 2 of them of my own. My life wouldn't be the same without my chocolate and new silver lab.